Still waiting. Not enough discipline. My turn. I will not do that. Awfully warm down here, isn't it?
Show you their true meaning.
I need more discipline.
I do hope you're not in over your head.
Never. Betrays you.
The chains tear at their flesh. Hear their screams. Such sweet music.
Yes.
Oh, the things I'm going to do to you. Are you enjoying my company?
Angry naked women are attacking me? This is my Summer and West March all over again.
Pay for my freedom. I have only my own flesh and blood. Come, maiden of lust lurks below.
Too low on discipline. I need more discipline.
Oh yes. I've been looking forward to this. I thought!
So Asmodan is close to all of his lieutenants. Sidea is his special favorite. The Maiden of Lust is both beautiful and grotesque in appearance, with the torso of a woman and the legs of a spider. Her voice is said to be as smooth as honey, but she only speaks words of death.
There's no turning back now. Let's kill that demon bastard. Go! Show off those fancy attacks you like so much. I'll take that off your hands. Let's see. We've killed the Lord of Gluttony and Maiden of Lust. But aren't there a few more sins left? We should try not to run into them. Survive that. I can't do that. I am too low on discipline.
shall be as one within me. I will be the sum of all hells, the prime evil.
A gift for me?
We've done it! Quickly now, Leah! Trap Azmodan's essence within the Soul Stone! It's done!
I never dared dream. All evil lies trapped within that stone. Once it is destroyed, the eternal conflict will finally end.
Destroying the stone is no simple matter. There are rituals to consider. We must return to the keep and make our final preparations.
I need to go back.
That demon lord is dead. Time to move on.
I'll go pack my knitting.
Oh dear. That's a very resolute expression you're wearing. You may as well say what you're thinking.
I have witnessed too many silent, smoking villages, and seen too many bodies in blackened pits. If there are gods, I don't believe they would be as happy as you.
Time changes everyone, my young friend. In years past, I hunted the jewel with grim determination, always arriving in this destructive wake.
You do not behave like a man burdened by tragedy.
But you see, a tragedy is very heavy. I was once a much larger man with better posture.
Still, you jest.
Oh, should I fall to the ground and grieve instead? Grieve for all I've lost? I would never get up again. And who would hunt for the jewel then?
I want to hear more about this dangerous jewel that steals life. What is it really?
Oh, all you wish to hear is my most guarded secret. Well, certainly. If you cannot be trusted, then the world is in trouble, I think. The jewel contains a powerful creature named Durgist. He was trapped within it for terrible crimes against his people.
Durgist? I haven't heard of him. Was he a demon?
Oh no. He was like us, only terribly corrupt. I had to trap him. Now a flaw has developed in the jewel. Through it, Durgist can consume the holder's life. I intend to seal his prison, trapping him in it forever.
An incredible victory. I knew Asmodan could never stand up to the likes of you.
Where are Adria, Leah, and Tyrion?
They are all in the armory, no doubt celebrating. You should join them.
Asmodan is dead!
How in hell did we live to see this?
Adria, when did you decide to betray us?
20 years ago, a great and terrible power drew me to Tristram. But Aiden, Leoric's eldest son, defeated that power and sought to contain it within his own flesh.
The Dark Wanderer.
It was Diablo I saw within him, and I pledged myself to his service. Now, at last, his grand design comes to fruition. Dear Leah, Deckard always suspected your true father was Diablo himself. And now, my daughter, you shall serve as his vessel.
I live. But I am more than I once was. The 7 evils are now one within me. I am the prime evil. Well done, faithful Adria. Go now, until I call upon you again. Now, at last, to my true goal, the one that has always eluded me. The utter destruction of the high heavens.
cannot hide from me, no matter what form you choose to wear. Let your true self be revealed. Diablo.
And killed her own daughter. Leah was used as a host for Diablo's rebirth as the prime evil. Now, all the power of hell answers to him alone. The high heavens themselves break under his assault. For the angels cannot withstand the depth of his corruption. Only I can.
This can't be the end, can it? Well, we've had a good time, right? Shame about our imminent deaths.
You don't seem very upset.
You don't choose this life and expect to live to an old age. Still, it's the women I feel sorry for.
Which women?
All of them. There will be heaving bosoms and torn clothes all across the land when word spreads that I've fallen in battle.
You must miss your family during times like these.
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
Don't say that. They still live.
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
What?
As low as I am, I would never frame him. Not even to win her back. They won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response.
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
Well, someone's not happy to see us.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
Don't let his words deceive you. Diablo planned it all from the very beginning. You are not at fault.
Long ago, my brethren and I voted to decide the fate of man. I cast the final vote that spared you from extinction. Now humanity has birthed the prime evil.
No. We were betrayed, and now we must make amends. We must stand and fight. Isn't that why you became mortal? If you will not join me, I shall go on alone.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced.
What does that mean?
We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The Prime Evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her.
Oh, I won't hesitate to put a few bolts through her if she shows her face again.
I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
Adria fooled us all. She sacrificed her own daughter to resurrect Diablo. I will not forget her treachery.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
As do I. But we will mourn for her later. For now we must focus on the Lord of Terror.
Lot of bloody good this keep did us in the end, eh? The killing blow came from one we trusted.
I thought we were going to lose. But not like this.
I thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Yes, it does. More than ever, in fact. I can never succeed in this without your aid.
Right. Sure that's a comfort for Leah, now that she's gone too. Oh, I've been a fool. You don't get to make things right. This world isn't made for redemption.
That fat merchant never ran. Not even when he had a chance. I wonder why.
Mom, where did Leah go? Is she dead?
I hope so, love.
There's no point in running, is there? Nowhere in the world is safe. This is the end.
Not while I still live. I won't let anything happen to you here. I swear it.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
You sound more serious than I have ever heard you.
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Dirge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope. Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. I never quite expected my life to end this way.
How did you think you would die?
I was smothered by a harem. Or more likely, killed by the jewel I seek. Who would have thought that the entire world would die together? I can't complain. It's not as though I can say my life was not long enough.
This isn't over. I still must face Diablo, and I'm not planning on losing.
I'm glad my boundless confidence is rubbing off on you. Could you give some of it back?
You knew this was coming, didn't you?
Of course, Cheldo.
How could you know this and let everyone die? You could have saved hundreds of lives.
That's the point of the future, love. It keeps coming. You don't win a duel by blocking the first blow and going home.
So you let Leah die?
I had to. Diablo was always going to come back. But now, you are here to stop him. And in your grief and rage, you will, my Cheldo.
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you unfocused and corrupted by revenge. I was wrong. You are more honorable, more disciplined than anyone I have ever known.
It is nothing but choosing where you will fight. Do not let your fears pursue you. Turn and face them. Fight them.
I will. Of all people, I should have seen this coming. I allowed myself to believe this fiction that Adria was other than I suspected her to be. And now, the world is lost, and it is my fault.
I feel the same. Adria's actions were always strange to me, yet I did nothing. Now we must set things right.
Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
When was this?
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram. They had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
It does make sense. Adria left to find Diablo in Tristram, while Magda stayed true to the Coven.
We were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
I don't think that anyone could.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world. I could not see the truth. You must think me very foolish.
No more than any of us.
That is kind of you. I have devoted my life to studying the arcane, and yet I was not skilled enough to act when it truly mattered.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm. Armies of hell
the terror demons as unconquerable foes. Dreams of Diablo made flesh. They appear in shadow to torment their victims, and then, in shadow, they vanish. The mere sight of one drove a Horadrim to madness, leaving him screaming and clawing at his eyes until the end of his days.
Why aren't the angels fighting here?
Do you remember those corpses we saw back there?
I am Ethereal, Archangel of Fate. It is my duty to record what is and what will be within the scroll of fate. But you, Nephilim, you are not in the scroll. Your fate is unwritten.
Then I shall try to make the best of it. Will you help me? Or stand and watch while the heavens fall to darkness?
Perhaps fate can be changed. Quickly then, Auriel, Archangel of Hope, has been captured by Rakanoth, the Lord of Despair.
I will free her. That should restore the faith of your brethren.
Careful. I wager there are more enemies waiting for us here.
I have seen many warriors in my day, but only a scant few of them could face the might of an oppressor. This monster towers over the tallest barbarians and wields weapons crafted from hell-forged steel. They were last seen with Baal during his resurgence and left legions of dead men in their wake.
The angel spirit is free now. May he be at peace.
You almost make theft unnecessary.
No one has seen an armored destroyer since Diablo was exiled from the burning hell centuries ago. Before then, they were the bulk of his army, and they crawled, thick as locusts over the face of their master's realm. Should the Lord of Terror ever return, I fear they would be his heralds.
These vile crawlers are commonly spoken of among the peasantry in Honduras, most often invoked to scare unruly children into their beds. Fables hold that the crawlers are the half-formed demon spawn who hatched before their time. They resemble nothing more than a bloody, ravening mess, and possess a voracious appetite for human flesh.
Spirit is free now. May he be at peace.
Though the subjugators have always been powerful demon sorcerers, they constantly sought to increase their standing in the bloodthirsty realms of hell. To this end, they imprisoned a score of massive Armadon, torturing and flaying them until the hell beasts would bear subjugators as riders. Together, the Mount and its master are nearly invincible.
need more discipline.
Think yourself free from the chains of fate, Nephilim, but all will kneel before Lord Diablo. My armies flow through the hill rifts. Heaven will be destroyed long before you set one foot into the Silver Spire.
In the beginning, Rakanoth served Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish, with efficient brutality, for his touch may open up many painful wounds. He was also the warden of Iswal during many long years that the angels suffered in Rakanoth's own plains of despair. But he has quit his realm unexpectedly in recent times.
You know, if all libraries looked like this, I'd go to them more often.
Only once in the history of Sanctuary has a Nephilim been as powerful as you. His name was Odyssean.
The man who sacrificed himself to save the world? I thought that was a fable for children.
He was no myth. Because of his noble sacrifice, I saw the inherent potential in your kind. As such, I voted with Orion to spare mankind from annihilation.
And yet you both did nothing to help us all these years. I mean no disrespect. I know of your duties here. But my people are trapped in the eternal conflict as well. We have suffered endlessly. We still do.
I have seen enough to know that you speak the truth. Perhaps one day, humanity will find peace.
So you can see the future.
I see the myriad streams of possibility, all intertwining and weaving into one another. I can hear them echoing forward into eternity.
And yet you do nothing with your great knowledge.
I am not called to be a champion, as you are. My role is simply to observe.
What's the most interesting thing you've seen?
Probably the two of you.
Really?
Does the Scroll of Fate say how this battle will end?
Doom and darkness. These heavens ruined. The angelic host broken. Diablo victorious.
Do you believe that?
As I have said, Nephilim, your destiny is unwritten. You alone may change these dark times.
Thank you, Nephilim. I hoped the Scroll of Fate was wrong, that harmony would once again fill this troubled realm. I see now that all hope lies in you.
We must make our own destiny from this day forward.
With my blessing, you can now dispel Diablo's corruption. It hides the rifts which bring his cursed servants to this hallowed place. The rifts must be closed.
I must say, I've never met a woman quite like her.
Diablo nearly crushed the heavens by driving despair into the angels' hearts. But now, I have restored hope to them. And yet Tyrael remains lost among the chaos. I fear for him. But I must go on to destroy Diablo's hell portals. I need to go back.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
I don't know if the angels will appreciate your prying. What's in it?
I am not certain. Script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying. But even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone.
Nice choice.
I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
Your faith has returned, then?
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.